Well, hi, everybody, and welcome to Anti-Bullying 101. This podcast is designed to create awareness about the bullying epidemic and provide teachers, administrators, parents, and even students information about the dangers of bullying and why we have to take a comprehensive approach when dealing with the problem. My name is Jim Burns. I'm your host. I'm a retired high school administrator with over 40 years of experience in education. Currently, I'm a college instructor, and I've designed the Bully Proof Classroom, a graduate course that provides my students with permanent help, not temporary relief, as they battle the bullying epidemic. Enjoyed the podcast, everybody. Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome back to Anti-Bullying 101. My name is Jim Burns, and we're here to create awareness about the bullying epidemic and the headache that it just produces in our culture, in our society, in families, communities, all over the place. And we are going to do our best to share with you information that deals with the bullying epidemic, information that helps create awareness about the bullying epidemic, and we are here to make you more aware of what you can do to help stop this epidemic. Now, that was the printer going off in my office. Couple of things. First of all, what is Anti-Bullying 101? I mean, what is it? Whoever my listeners are, they've been listening to me for 3 years. And I want them to have a real clear understanding of what Anti-Bullying 101 is. Anti-Bullying 101 is not just me doing a podcast. Anti-Bullying 101 is courses, books, lesson plans, information, awareness, presentations, and it's tips. Tips on how to manage the bullying epidemic. Now, many years ago, and I'm going to say probably about 10 years ago, I wrote a book. It was called Anti-Bullying 101, which is where the information came from for this podcast. And the point that I'm going to make to you is those tips, and there's 101 of them, are available to anyone. The goal of the book was to provide tips to everybody. Tips for teachers, parents, kids, tips about cyberbullying, tips about control of your thoughts, tips about control of your actions, tips about just about everything that goes on in a school. That's what the goal of the book really was. And I wanted to get this information out there. Now, this book is available in ebook, and you can buy it on Amazon. I'd prefer it if you bought it on my website, which is in the Bully Proof Classroom store. It's Anti-Bullying 101. You can download the book and have it in 2 minutes, and it costs you, I think there's $9.99 or $7.99. It's about 150 pages, but you're going to get a lot of information. Now, I want to give you the information, through these podcasts. But what I discovered is the tips don't come through. You don't really get them. What you do is you hear illustrations and stories that are associated with the tips, but I really want you to get what these tips really mean. So, what am I going to be doing? For the next, maybe for a whole year, but it really depends on how many podcasts I can produce in a week. But these podcasts are going to be short now. They're going to be only 2, maybe 3 to 5 minutes, and you'll hear me chatting a little bit up front, and then I'm going to go into the anti-bullying tip of the, we'll call it the tip of the week, but there's going to be more tips associated with it. In other words, the tip of the week might be, this could be the first tip of the week, but you might get another tip of the week. But it's always going to be the tip of the week. And they're going to come. And they're going to be there for you to listen to. And I want you to listen to them. But I also, if you want them real quick, all these tips, just buy the book. The book is available right in the store, and I'm going to leave the link for it so you can buy it. So, every tip will be introduced with, my name is Jim Burns. This is your anti-bullying tip of the week. And that's how you're going to hear it. And it'll come after I do a short monologue, which may be only 3 minutes. This one's a little longer because I'm explaining things. And then we're going to go into the tip. And the monologue will probably have something a little bit to do with the tip. And I'm going to start from 1, and we're going to go right to 101. The anti-bullying tip of the week. This is your first anti-bullying tip of the week. Boom. And we're going to go right into it. I want you to pay attention. I want you to listen to these tips. They're important. So, here we go. Hi everybody, my name is Jim Burns. This is your anti-bullying tip of the week. You know, some things are right or wrong, black or white, no gray area. And bullying is one of them. You know, everyone has reasons for doing or saying certain things and behaving in ways that are hurtful, disrespectful, irresponsible, and just downright inappropriate. Understanding these reasons help us as teachers set reasonable expectations for our students. The problems begin when these reasons become excuses. When student behavior such as disrespect and emotional cruelty are attributed to poor genetics, environmental shortcomings, if we begin to associate poor behavior like genetics and environmental shortcomings, and the behavior is left uncorrected, by default we communicate to the student that we agree with the behavior. Disrespect is not a condition. It's a learned behavior, and students must be held accountable for their actions. Bullying should never be justified or excused because of poor genetics or negative environmental influences. Respect can always be taught with the imposition of the right consequences. Always let your students know that bullying is wrong and it will not be tolerated. My name is Jim Burns. That was tip number 1 of your anti-bullying tip of the week.